This is Madman Dan, Operation Champ, Japan of January 40. But before we begin our turn, some housekeeping. Last turn during the attack in Malaya, I had missed an FEC infantry that was there. So combat lasted 3 rounds, so this infantry would have gotten at least, um, how many? 3 rolls to kill some infantry. So we're just going to go through that round by round and see what happens. Normally this wouldn't be an issue, but if he gets any hits, we'll have to determine which of these 5 units die, and consequently, which of those 5 units didn't hit in the last round. For those who can't, to summarize, on the last round, I got 2 1s out of these 5 die, so there's a good chance that we might have to go to an additional round. But we will see. So on round 1, he would be getting 1 at 6. So let's just roll that. And that's a hit. So one of these guys will have died. Alright, on the second round, he goes down to 4. I get lucky. And on the third round, lucky again. So 1 out of these 5 would have been dead for the final round. So let's say 4 and 5 are my hits. So I'm going to roll a d10 divided by 2. And I guess if I roll between 7 to 10, well, actually, let's do it like this. Because I'm not actually going to kill my Marine no matter what I do. Any number between 6 and 10, or sorry, I should say 7 and 10, would mean that hit on the first round would have killed a dude that would eventually hit on the last round. Alright, so here we go. 6. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So not one of the ones that hit. Great. But we still have to take that as a casualty, and this infantry... is he alive? Yes, he would have... He actually died in the last round. Okay. However, I barely got enough hits anyway, so we have to go to a 4th round. And he'll get another chance to kill me. Hopefully my fighters can actually hit. Which they do. And he's going to get 1 more at 4. And that is a 3. So, so killed 2 more infantry than I realized. Okay, we can just remove those from my tile, and we can get on to our next set of housekeeping. Okay, next. When the Russians declared war, they aligned the rest of Finland to the Germans. However, the territory the Finns get, and well, the territory the Germans get in Finland, doesn't contribute to a D12 to Russian peacetime increases because they are no longer at peace. So these are the 3 die he rolled: 1, 3, and 9. So I'm going to roll a d12, and this will be 1 to 4. This will be 5 to 8. No, sorry, I can't do math. 1 to 4. Yeah, 5 to 8. And this will be 9, 10, 11, 12. And whatever I roll is the die that's going to be removed from their income. So I'll just go to this box over here. They get lucky. So that is a 2, so they get a 3 and a 9 for a total of 12, which I think is exactly what they needed to go to wartime. So I believe that would make them at 56. Uh, Too bad. I really would have liked to roll a 9 for you there. But uh, not in the cards. Alright, finally, for the Russians' treacherous attack on Manchuria. Not that they, betrayed me, but no, they betrayed me in spirit. Uh, so they decided to return these countries, these territories, to the CCP. However, they are not aligned with them, as in Russia cannot share the same territory with the CCP. So I think we decided that upon turning over to the CCP, they are immediately going to retreat to their home territory. And he said Vladivostok and Cheetah. And with that, now we are finally done. Okay, so let's get to our buys, or I guess our tech, because that's going to be super important. Japan is really lagging behind here, and we really could use one tech completed this game. We're going for long-range aircraft and improved construction, and well, we get long-range aircraft, which opens up some options for us, which is great. Alright, on to combat moves. I believe, let's see, what are my bonuses for Japan? So, let's get the simple stuff out of the way. But unfortunately, nothing about this turn is really going to be simple. I only have so many units that I can attack with and so little time. So let me think about this. So these destroyers can't get over here. Okay. So let's do this. One SNLF will be getting on. Gee, scratch that. One transport's going to move 1, 2, 3 into the Philippines. They're going to pick up this SNLF. Or how about, better idea, they're going to pick up this Gando Special Infantry. And a Marine from British Malaya. And we're going to bombard with 2 battleships. This coastal submarine is going to go down 2 spaces to 1, well, sorry, I shouldn't say 2 spaces, 1 space to 124. This guy won't be writing anymore. But on second thought, let's move him to this line anyways. Because we can deny some money from the Anzacs. Alright, next. We're going to pick. So this is going to be very. This is going to be very delicate because I definitely need 1 or 2 destroyers to go back and reinforce Korea. Okay, so let's do this. This destroyer is going to go to Singapore, or that sea zone. It's going to pick up an infantry and land in Hainan. We are declaring war on China. Looks like some KMT might need some help with their civil war, so I'm totally expecting that they're going to have to, well, fight the CCP and maybe even perhaps the Russians, because they need them out of the way to collect their victory points. So the remaining neutral units in China are going to go to the to who to who are they again? To the KMT. All right, so that's one destroyer. Let's just flip these guys over just so I remember what I haven't moved, what I have moved. Um, all right. Okay, so next. Oh, I forgot. I'll go over my buys after I finish all my combat moves. Sorry for that mixy-uppy. So let's send 2 infantry into Benares. Let's send now. Okay, so let's send 2 fighters this time into the Philippines. Hopefully I haven't messed things up and there's now another unit in the Philippines. I probably should have paid closer attention to the American turn, but I'm pretty sure he didn't put something there. If he did, well, hopefully he doesn't hit. Okay, so I wonder if I have some space tiles somewhere around here. I don't believe I do. So this guy has, I mean, I can just put a description here. This he has 4 moves left. This guy's 1, 2, 3, 2 moves left. Okay, next. Let's send our tacticals into Calcutta. Let's be 1, 2, 3. Let's send our medium bomber. Let's send a fighter, just in case. I'd rather that die than the medium bomber. This medium bomber, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to go up and join the fight in Benares. This fighter will be moving into southern India. Okay. So what else can we do? These 3 ships are going to maintain their blockade. I'm just going to get a big tile so I can show what is bombarding. So, one infantry is going to be loaded up on one of these transports and being dropped off in southern India. One of these marines actually, one of these SNLS will just he'll just walk in. We don't need to drop him off. These 2 marines will. No, I am going to repurpose the 41st for units that are going into Calcutta. So where was I? This marine and this SNLF will be joining the fight in Calcutta with 2 destroyers. Alright. These 1, 2, 3, these 5 artillery will be attacking by land. I have 7 spots left on these transports. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I might as well pick up all 7 of these guys. So that's going to be 6 infantry and 1 marine. They will be joining. They will also be joining the battle here. Alright. Probably clean up some of these tiles. So that's all of these units. Just flip them over. So we have a battle cruiser we can bombard with, and 3 heavy cruisers. So those guys will be bombarding in Calcutta. And I think we are happy with this. Still have 2 SNLFs, which I don't think we really need right now. Alright, unless if I could be missing. No, I think I really like where I am right now. Or do I? Yeah, we'll be fine with it. Whatever. Okay. We'll just figure out what we're going to do with those 2 units later. Okay. So I think that's all our combats on this side of the board. I do believe I actually can do one more thing. So this guy now has a move of 9, so we're going to go with 9 movement. 1, 2... No, he can't do anything funny over there. So I think he will just do... He will just drop this airborne on Wake Island. Because he can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 back home. And that's going to be $1 for me. Okay. Oh, I can actually raid with a submarine. And kind of want to move 1 zone away from this guy. But on second thought, if we raid this line here, Marshall Islands will be safe for a turn. Because he cannot combat move through the sun to get to the Marshall Islands. So let's just go like that. Okay. I think we are ready to go. So let's make sure I'm not missing anything. Not missing any fighters, everything's dedicated. So let's just do the Philippines first, because we were kind of embarrassed last time, and we need to, for sure, well, try to win. So we can delete all this stuff down here now. So we use one defending at 4. I have 1 at 3, 1 at 1, 2 at 6, and 2 at 4. Alright, so first I'm going to have a couple first strikes. And this time I'm able to win the fight without an issue. Okay, so that is 2 up for the Japanese. But you know what, let's roll these just in case there was a second dude there, so if we do have to fix it, there's less work for us to do later on. Well, that could be better. Actually, but this guy did hit, so we at least get one more hit. Okay, so next, I need a Japanese token. We're just gonna take Wake Island. Okay, this time I'm not actually gonna forget to go over my buys. So my buys are, we're upgrading infantry militia, and buying 3 militia, and advancing our 3 fast battleships. So that should put us down to 18 and 8 is 26, so we're back at 0. I did have a bit of a bank, but convoy rating was, well, it's not the nicest. Oh, and I forgot to raid this again. Well, I'll roll it anyways if my opponents will let me. So, the attacker and defender. Maybe we can take some money off the Americans before we take income off them over there. But no, we don't have to worry about that. Let's do this rating. Let's do our coastal submarine first. That's at a +1. So that is 5 to 4. So that is 2 damage off the Anzac. Okay, so we've done that, done that. Let's do Benares. Here's 1 militia. I think I'm crossing a river, and I have a medium bomber. Try to fix that. Okay. So, hopefully my aircraft can really carry the day today. And they do. And his 2 to defend. Misses. Alright, so we are able to take Benares without a casualty. Let's just keep these flipped over so we can resolve our incomes later. Okay, next we're going to do Southern India. I guess the whole double casualty thing doesn't really matter here since I only have 1 unit amphibiously assaulting. So, let's do that again. So we're going to have 1 at 2, 1 at 3, and he again will have 1 at 1. And I think I just said 1 at 1. Mint 1 at 2. Ugh. So that 7 is actually rolling at a 6. But he misses, but my SNLF will hit. He will get 1 at 2 in return. And nothing. Alright. So we are able to take southern India. Alright, let's do this big battle next. So we're gonna take these ships down. Alright, and let's take his defenders and my aircraft. Alright, so I have 1 tactical, tactical. And this time I hope I didn't mess everything up and miscount his units, but I think he has 6 infantry, 2 militia, and an AA gun. And since the city is now surrounded, they will all be -1. There is a river here, however, I am circumnavigating it by amphibiously assaulting with all my infantry. And my artillery, well, simply doesn't care. So these would be at 2, except 5 of my infantry class units will be kicked up, 1 each. And my SNLF will be kicked up to 4. Alright, so let's do some first strikes from our boats. So that's 1 at 3 and 3 at 2. Hey, that is 1. So I believe he will be taking a militia off. We can get rid of these boats. Next, I will have 5 at 3. Now, I believe his order of casualties will be militia, infantry, and then his AA gun, because I think he does want to try and kill a plane. But unfortunately for me, that's a lot of misses. Okay. So we'll continue on to normal combat. So that's going to be 4 at 2 and 5 at 3. Let's just 0 these. It looks like just a single hit. Yep. So 1 attacker hit. We can delete those, and we can roll the rest of my die together. So 1 at 4, 1 at 6, and 3 at 7. Okay, so 2 hits and 2 target selections, so that'll be useful. Okay, on to him. 1 at 2, or 1 at 1, 3 at 2, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at 3. So let's get the dangerous ones out of the way. So AA shots killing nothing. Lucky me. And the rest of the stuff? That's 1, 2, 3. Oof. I think I might have to be taking some double casualties. Yeah, I will. No, actually I'm fine. Barely. I'm gonna have to take my 3 Marines, well, my 2 Marines and my SNLF. He will be taking his AAA and 2 of his, well, I'll be target selecting 2 of his infantry. So we can delete those. And these guys will now be at 3s. Okay, so he's down to 4 defending infantry and 1 militia. I'm up to 5 and 5. So we'll just roll his. Oh no. We'll not grab my artillery and roll him. We'll roll our infantry and artillery together. Blues are at 3s. So that is 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3, 4. And I think that is all of them. No, I have 1 more I need to hit with. So it's just 4. And our aircraft. And we got 2 more there, just in case if we need more units to, if more units are there that we have to kill. So him in response. Will get nothing back, so that is great. So Calcutta falls, and this takes the remaining FEC money, and I wish it gave it to the Japanese, but we take it. Right, and I think those are the rest of my, I believe all of my combats. I don't think I missed anything. So let's go on to our non-combats. Oh, actually, let's do our income increases. So we're going to go up 5 from taking stuff from FEC. Up to 36. And Far East Command is down to 3, I believe. Might be a bit more than that, but yeah, 1, 2, 3. That seems about right. I'll be going up 1 for taking stuff from China, and the KMT will be going up 2 for getting Kwangtung aligned to them, and that's about it. So that's 1 more for me, and 2 for the KMT. Alright, next I'm going to take the Philippines and Wake. So that's going to be 2 for me and 2 less for the Americans. And now we can finish our non-combats. Okay, so these guys can move 3. So 1, 2, 3. So actually, the limiting factor is probably my airplanes. So they went 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's just say, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think I think I miscounted earlier. Well, to myself on how they would get there. So I think these 4 boats, let's stick them on the 6th task force, and they'll move to Sea Zone 88 along with a fighter and 3 tacticals. That's another one that has to go somewhere else. So this medium bomber went 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he has to go back to Siam. This fighter went 1, or this tactical bomber went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in fact, he will land with a 6th as well, but this fighter will land in Siam. Okay, next. One of these fighters in Siam went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he has to land somewhere around here. But we'll figure out how we're resolving that issue in a bit. Okay, we're going to non-combat some of these units. So I think that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the fighter that started off at this light carrier was going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up on that light carrier. This destroyer is going to go 1, 2, 3. So this guy's a bit alone, but which is concerning, but I don't think there's really anything we can do about it, so well, the one thing that we can do about it is have this light carrier go to the sea zone. No, he's gonna stay here. Yeah, let's not worry about it too much. This destroyer is going to pick up this SNLF, go 1, 2, 3. Oh, I guess I can't move into that zone now. Shoot. I guess I really did mess that up. Oh well, in that case, these guys will be moving. He'll move 1, 2, 3. That's a good question. Can I use this port in the turn I take the... If I can, I will pick up an SLMF from the 97th and drop him off in Korea. If not, I guess he'll just move up there normally. And this Japanese destroyer will... he'll come and join the party on the 97th. And I think that is that. Oh, this guy. Yeah, he'll just stay on this light carrier. Okay, I think that's all my non-combats. Oh, and this guy will actually have to fly back, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he'll get back to Honshu. Okay, on to place units. 2 militia, and a militia upgrade will be going into Korea. And 1 militia is going into Maharashtra. And are we happy with that? Hmm. Actually, this 6th will be in this season instead of up on the 88th. Actually, 1 fleet carrier and 1 tactical will be in season 88. And I think that is that. Okay, let's collect some income, shall we? So we are collecting $39, and we're gonna get a good number of bonus income. So I believe that's gonna be 8 for Borneo, Java, Malaysia, Malaya, and the Philippines. So 39 plus 8 is 47. And I think all I have is wakes. So 38, no, 48 IPP is my ending income. And with that, that is my turn. I think that was a decent one. Didn't lose too much, but we'll see that. We'll see if I placed all my units in the right position for the upcoming turns. Because now is where it's going to get really tight. In any case, this was Madman Dan. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you guys all have a great day, and bye. One last thing, it's probably a good idea to give a quick recap of where everything is. So, in southern India, we have an infantry and an SNLF. In Benares, we have 2 infantry. In Calcutta, we have 5 artillery, 6 infantry, and oh, I think I did. These guys are definitely dead. 6 infantry and 5 artillery. Maybe 1 more is dead, but I'm sure someone will correct me. In Singapore, we have 2 SNLFs. In Siam, we have a medium bomber and a fighter. In Sea Zone 87, we have a light cruiser, 2 torpedo boat destroyers, 4 transports, 2 destroyers, 1 battle cruiser, and 3 heavy cruisers. In Sea Zone 122, we have 2 destroyers, a fleet carrier with a tactical bomber and a tactical bomber. In Sea Zone 88, we have 2 destroyers, a carrier with a fighter and a tactical bomber. In the Philippines, we have a transport, 2 battleships, a light carrier, and a Japanese fighter. In 124, we just have a light cruiser and a coastal sub. And in Sea Zone 38, we have a destroyer, a fighter, and a light carrier. In Korea, we have 3 militia and an infantry. And with that, now we are done. This has been Madman Dan again. I hope everyone has a good night, and bye.